Hi everyone, this is Susie from Minnesota and I garden in Zone 4, and this video is going to be about the fertilizer that I use in my garden. So I came across this magazine which is called, it's on here, Spray and Grow, and I decided to give this fertilizer a chance. And reason being is because it is an organic fertilizer, and I'm not 100% organic, but my vegetables are, so I wanted to find a fertilizer that I can use on everything and not have to worry about it. And so far, I really like the results of this. I'm not sponsored, affiliated by this company. I just found this, liked it. It is a little spendy. This is the biggest kit you can get for the gardening I do. It works really well. I still have a lot. I mean, this is almost full. This is, I would say, 3/4 full, and this, not a whole lot is used, but all of these kind of work together with a good little system, because this helps the plant absorb the nutrients better. This is nutrients, and that's the fertilizer part, and a little bit goes a long way. This here I decided to get from them also, and what it is batteries go in here, and I know I broke the button, but you can push it so it just continuously sprays, so it kind of saves, so you don't have to keep squeezing over and over. But I just hold the button and it just sprays for me. It's got little different settings for how you want to spray it. This holds a gallon of water, and like I said, a little of this fertilizer goes a long way. Like I said, I think I use a tablespoon of the fertilizer, I think a half teaspoon of this, and then 2 tablespoons of that, and it pretty much does my cut flower garden, my vegetables, all of my pots, all of my annuals that I have in the ground. I don't really fertilize my perennials. I'm kind of like, if there's any perennial I fertilize, it would probably be, or I shouldn't say perennial, shrubs. It would be my hydrangeas and my roses, anything that is like a huge bloom producer. Otherwise, the rest, they're on their own. But like I said, I'm not sponsored by them, so this is just what I found that works. And the other thing I'm doing is I'm doing a fertilizer test, because sometimes I feel we just don't know what to use. Are we using the right thing? Or do we even have to use anything at all? And so what I'm doing is I have 4 plants. They're all the same light requirements, watering. If I use water from a rain barrel, they'll all get rain water. If there's not enough, then they'll just get tap water. And so I just do this because I feel sometimes, are we over loving our plants? Are we fertilizing too much? Is it really necessary? And is one type of fertilizer good enough? Right now on everything here, I'm using Bill's Perfect Fertilizer. Like I said, vegetables, my all my annuals. And the only reason is because I would say a week and a half ago, my moonflowers stopped vining. And you can see it's not looking the best. And I know the tips here too, if you can see, whoops, they all started to brown like that. And granted, I know we've had very dry conditions, definitely warmer weather than what we're used to in June. But I had looked it up online, and moonflower, I have grown moonflowers in containers and I have had success. But I know it does say it's not recommended for containers. Also, don't really fertilize, because it'll produce more green than blooms. My only issue is I think I actually burned my plant with fertilizing on a weekly basis. And I haven't watered this in over a week. And I know it did get some rainwater, but that's not going to go deep down. And it still looks good. It's not wilting. It's mid-80s right now. So I think I fertilize once a week. And I just think this is a plant that does not really need that. I will probably give it a monthly feed, or just water, or fertilize once a month, just because it is in a container. So which brings me to the 4 pots that I am doing. So I have this pot here, all lined up by my hydrangea, so 4 of them. Black and Bloom Salvia. These plants, if you wait long enough, you can get a pretty good deal at your garden centers when it gets to be closer to the end of June with pretty good deals. And so I decided to do this, and it's more for my benefit because I really want to know if I need more than the fertilizer that I'm using. This one will have no fertilizer at all, and the soil contains no fertilizer. This one here is a bloom fertilizer. And over here is going to have a tomato fertilizer, all water soluble. And this one here is going to have Bill's Perfect Fertilizer, and that's just a foliar feed. So I figure I will probably keep you updated maybe on, I'm hoping monthly, depending. We'll see what the growth is. I just planted these up last week. They had their first fertilizing on Sunday. I think that's when I planted them up. And so it'll be just a little bit yet before they get their next feed. So they're just getting going. But yeah, so it's Black and Bloom Salvia, and there's a fly landing on my hand. Oh, 1 second. A little annoying. So yeah, so we will see how this works out, and I will take you with me on this journey. So yeah, I hope my moonflowers bounce back. They look pretty good. They are, since I stopped fertilizing and watering so much, they put on a lot of new growth down there. So I think they'll bounce back pretty good. So hopefully you found this video interesting, and stay tuned for the results. Bye for now.